Hello, guys. Welcome. Welcome back to another episode of When Marriage Becomes a Nightmare, episode 13. But, guys, we're going to cut a bit out of episode 12 for those of our fans, of our subscribers that did not get the full story, the full episode from the episode 12. So, we're going to cut out of the episode 12 to join with the episode 13. So please, guys, come along with us as we unveil what happened next after the event at Clara's restaurant. So Hans barged into his house and his mother jumped up and ran towards him and asked, "What happened?" And she was like, "Why are you angry? Why are you like this?" And he was like, "Is it not that idiot? Why would he lay his hand on Clara? He laid his hand on him. He slapped her. He slapped her. And I could not watch myself, just watching her being slapped or being maltreated. So I had to do something." And she was like, "Why? Why would he do such?" And I was like, it's because I hugged her. Is anything bad there that I hugged Clara? Is anything bad there? Doesn't he have female friends that he hugs also?" And the mother was like, "Oh no. Oh no. I thought I told you not to go there. Why did you go? Why? Why did you go and put this woman in trouble?" And he was like, "I didn't go there. She sent a message to me and sent a message to me that I should come and take her to the hospital, that she's not feeling fine. That was why I went." And the mother was like, "And you believed her?" "Yes." And Hans was like, "Yes, I believe her because Clara would not do such. Clara would never send message like that." But when she said, and I told her that this was what she said no, she denied it, that she didn't send such message. She didn't send such message. And I cannot just stand and watch her husband just hit her like that. Who does that? Then the mother was like, "What I'm telling you is that you should have let her. She's another man's wife." And he was like, "No, mom, I will not do that. Clara means a lot to me, and I'm not going to allow another man do something to her." And he was like, "Hans, calm down. I understand that she means a lot to you, but remember that she is another man's wife and she can fight a battle herself." And Hans was like, "Clara is not going to fight for herself. Clara will not fight for herself. She will not fight for herself. And I cannot watch things go like that. If this man lays hand on her again, if he lays his hand on her again, hmm, if he lays his hand on her again, he will go missing. I am saying it. Joe is going to go missing. If he dare lays his hand on her again, he's going to go missing. And I don't care what will come up from it." Then he pushed his wife, mom, and went upstairs. And the mom was like, "Oh God, what is this boy putting himself through?" Here's Clara on call with her clients. They were talking, and the client was making an order, and she was telling them that she's going to give them a discount on 2 liters of soup and the rest, and was telling them that they should refer her to their colleagues, their friends, their family. And she hung up the call with a big smile on her face. She was smiling, she was happy. Then the daughter came to hug her and was like, "Mom, I am proud of you. I'm happy for you. Congratulations once again." And they were talking. They were before the mom now said, "Even though today things wanted to go bad, but it didn't end up that way, I am happy." Then the mother now asked her a question that, "Did you talk to Auntie Debbie in a rude and disrespectful manner?" And she was like, "Oh, she told you already, right?" And she was like, "Yes." "So did you talk to her in a demeaning manner, in a disrespectful manner?" She said, "Yes, I know I said some things uh, in a bad way to her, but I had my reason for saying that." And she was like, "I don't want to know what happened between both of you. I have warned you not to talk to your elders in a rude and disrespectful manner. But mom, she said some demeaning things about you. She said some bad things about you. She talked ill of you. And I had to stand and talk for you." And the mother was like, "Benny, how long will I tell you? How many times will I tell you not to fight my battle for me? Not to fight my battle for me. I expected you not to do anything of such. Don't be disrespectful to your elders. You know what? You're going to apologize to your Auntie Debbie. You are going to apologize to your Auntie Debbie." And she was like, "Mom, apologize." She said, "Yes, you're going to apologize to her because it's always good to leave people the way they are. Let them express themselves. In the long run, their true nature, their true character will be exposed. So please, you're going to apologize to her. But now, let's go home." And they checked around and walked away from there. Here's Mr. Hans, Mr. Joe, in his apartment, thinking and drinking at the same time. Then Clara and the daughter walked in. As they walked in, he stood up. I was like, "Here comes the most shameful woman on in the area. Welcome. So tell me, how many rounds did you give him?" And she handed her back to her daughter and told the daughter to go upstairs. But as the daughter was going, the father pushed her back and said, "Stay. I want you to listen to what I have to say to your mother." And she was like, "I would not allow you talk and say nonsense to me in front of my daughter." I was like, "Oh, really? You don't want her to know who you are? Is that why you are saying that?" Then immediately the daughter gave it to him. I was like, "Dad, I know who my mother is. I know who she is. She's a loving and a good woman, and she's not what you think she is. Please, Dad, I've had enough of this. Rest, Dad. Dad, rest." Dad, rest in Jesus' name. Rest. Rest. And she went away, moved, walked out on him, and went upstairs. Then the father looked at her as she was going upstairs and looked at his wife. I was like, did you hear what your daughter said? Then the mother was like, yes, I heard her. She said, rest. Rest. Jonathan, rest. Rest. And she too, she walked away and went upstairs. Then Jonathan was left there all alone. He was left there. Then here they are in bed. Clara was sleeping while Jonathan was seated, thinking. I was like, to think of everything that happened today, that she's the cause of everything, and she's sleeping sweet, she's sleeping peacefully while I'm awake. I just feel like right now I should just suffocate her with the pillow. And he tried to do that. He folded the pillow, stood up, and tried to suffocate her with it, but he couldn't do it. Yes, his conscience will not let him to do it. Why? Because he's doing the right thing. He's doing the wrong thing. He is doing the wrong thing. He does not know the gold that he has at hand. And if he should lose her, he cannot get anything again. Because I don't know why you will listen to bad advice. People give you good advice. You're not listening to it. And he tried to do it, but he could not. All of a sudden, Clara's phone rang. And he checked the phone and saw that it was Aunt that was calling. Then he switched off the phone. While Clara opened her eyes to check who was on top of her, then she saw that it was Joe. And she grabbed her phone from him. I was like, give me my phone. Give me my phone. What are you doing with my phone? Then she told him that if you're looking for anything to smash, please go ahead and smash your phone, not my phone. I have had enough for today. I have had enough for today. And he was like, tell him not to call you again. Tell him not to call you again. And she was like, but I did not pick the call. And I cannot control who calls and who doesn't call me. Please, Joe, rest. I am tired of all this. I've had a long day and I need to rest right now. Ang's mother was angry with Ang's. I was like, what is the need for you to call a married woman at this ungodly hour? Why? He said he wanted to call to check up on her because of what happened today. And she was like, allow a married woman to rest. Allow her to rest. Allow her to rest. Why would you be calling a married woman? She's married. She's married. Let her rest. What I want you to do right now is go upstairs and go and rest because you're having a meeting tomorrow. Go upstairs and go and rest. Here is Benny's friend talking to Benny and was asking Benny that, is it true that another man gave your mother money to start a business? And Benny was like, yes. Is anything wrong there? And she was like, yes. And you don't see anything wrong in what is happening. You don't see anything wrong in it. What kind of lecture? What is your mother teaching you? What is she trying to train you or teach you with? What is happening? It's wrong. It is wrong. And she was like, what are you trying to say? Do you know the discussion? Do you know the agreement they had? Do you know the agreement or the discussion they had? So why would you just jump into conclusion and just talk like that? Mind your business. She don't know the agreement and discussion that they had based on this business. So please, don't say what you don't know. And she was like, no, I am just looking out for you. That is why. I'm just looking out for you. I was like, but it is wrong. It's a wrong thing for your mother to collect money from another man while your father is still alive to start a business. And Penny was like, are you praying that my father should die before? Are you praying that he should die? Should she do what she wants to do when he's dead? No. My mother cares about us and she's ready to do anything for us. So please. And she kept on talking. Then Benny gave it to her and was like, at least my mother is in my father's house. My mother is married. How about you that your mother got pregnant for God knows who? And you, as it is, you don't even know who your father is. At least I know who my father is and my parents are together. How about you? Please, don't put your mouth in matters that does not concern you until you know who your father is. Come back and talk to me. But as it is right now, stay clear of my family business. Stay out of my family business. I don't want to hear anything from you again. And she was like, oh, I'm only just looking out for you. Looking for me. Looking out for me indeed. Looking out for me indeed. Look out for yourself. Look out for yourself. Then they both sat down and she was thinking and was looking at her with bad eye. Here's Emeka. Emeka was like, you mean she did all this? You mean all this thing went on while I was away? While I was away? And I was like, Emeka, you don't understand. I don't even know. Said, if I were you, I would send her out. I would send her packing out of that house. And she was like, the last time I did it, that I told her that she should go. She told me to my face that I should pack my things and leave because she was the one that paid the rent. So I cannot even do that. I can't even send her away. Can you imagine? And Emeka was like, yes, this is what happened when you allow a woman to pay your rent. When you allow her to pay your rent and start giving him bad advice, talking to him and advising him in a wrong way. He started advising him in a wrong way, telling him that, okay, since it has gotten to this point, what you're going to do is you're going to hit him, you're going to destroy him, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And he said, you need to penetrate into him. Penetrate into him, get close to him. When you get close to him, you can destroy him like that. And he was advising him wrongly. I don't know what is wrong with Joe, that Joe cannot use his sense to think. Someone is telling you that you should destroy someone that is trying to help your wife so that your wife will be useful to you, and you are telling him that he should destroy him. Does it make sense? Does it make sense at all? And he kept on advising him. And Joe too started thinking about it. I was like, it's not a bad idea. So how do I do it? You mean I have to let go of my pride? You mean I have to let go of my pride to do this? He said, yes, you have to put on your acting boots right now. You need to put on your acting boots right now and just act. Act along. Flow with them. Act as if, yes, you've accepted everything. But your own aim is to hit him, to ruin him. And I was like, that one is good. Okay, no problem. I can do that. It's just for me to do it and get what I want that way. And he was not like, okay, hey man, why not order for chicken? Let's eat chicken now. And he was like, guy, I thought you called me out there to come and enjoy. I did not come with any money now. You know that I don't have any money on me. I don't have any money on me. I'm not working right now. How do you expect me to order for chicken? And you know that their chicken here, one is 10,000 naira. So how do you want me to do it now? I don't have any money. I don't have any money now. And I was like, okay, I will settle this one this time. How can a full grown up man not come outside with money? I will settle this one. But next time, if you come outside and you don't bring anything, I will not take it lightly with you. I will not take it lightly with you. No, now, guy, you know now. The shark told him. I was like, okay. He has said, and said thank you. Then he continued drinking. Here's Joe. Joe is now about to put up his hat because why? He feels he can use his daughter as a bait to his wife, to talk to his wife. Then he started sitting down because he knows that yes, he's the only one at home with the daughter, and so therefore he will be able to get the daughter's attention. And he got the daughter's attention. Then the daughter came down from the stairs, went to the kitchen, saw the dad, the way the dad was. Then the daughter went to the kitchen to take a bottle of water, and while she went, he started pretending to be crying, and he started crying. As he was crying, the daughter came out and saw him, looked at him very well. Then I asked him, Dad, what's up? What happened? Why are you crying? He was like, nothing. He looked at her and said nothing. And when he said nothing, and he was like, there's nothing, and you're crying, you're in tears. You can't tell me that there's nothing. Dad, please, talk to me. Talk to me. And she sat down. And he was like, Dad, I know that both of us are not getting along, but that doesn't make me less of your child. And that does not mean that I don't love you as my father. Please, Dad, what is it? Talk to me. And father was like, look at how I am. I feel less of myself right now. I feel less of myself. I feel less of myself that I cannot even do anything. I feel useless. I cannot even provide for my family. I cannot take care of my family. I cannot give you the life that I'm meant to give you. I cannot even buy your favorite things for you. I said, Dad, don't go there again. At least mom is trying to take care of us right now. Mom is doing everything possible. But my advice to you is that you should just take focus and look for job so that you'll be able to take care of us again. Look for job so that you'll be able to handle us, take care of us, and beat our dad again. Be there for us. And she was talking to him, she was advising him, and it was like, for me to get a job now, I need connections. I need connections with people in the high place, people that can help you, that can give you job. And they continued talking. They kept on talking. They kept on talking to her until he now told her that, okay, why not talk to Mr. Angst? Tell your mom to talk to Mr. Angst for me. And I was like, I know I and Mr. Angst, we fight a lot. We have argue a lot. But as it is right now, I don't mind. I don't mind if your mom can talk to him for me to get me job. I don't mind to do any job right now. I don't just mind. I'm ready to come down to any level just for me to take care of my family and be the man that I used to be for my family. Please talk to your mom. Please, I am talking to you now as a father and as a husband. Please, I know that yes, both of us we used to have issues, but please, I am begging you. Then the daughter looked at him and was like, okay, I'll try my best. Then in his mind, he was thinking that, if this could click, if the mother accepts to talk to Angst and I get to Angst company, I would destroy him. I would destroy that good for nothing man. Can you imagine? Why do you need all this? Does he even need to pretend? He does not need to. When you know that yes, what you're doing is not genuine. I pray that Clara will be able to find out things that he just want to pretend to get closer to Ant and destroy him. Then the daughter was like, could it be that dad has changed? Is it really him? Has he really changed? If he has changed, it will be a better thing for us. So at least we'll be a happy family again. Then she was thinking about it. Here is Kennedy at Clara's restaurant. He came to pay Clara a visit and also to dine at Clara's restaurant. And he was like, this food is so sumptuous. It's delicious, sweet. I love it. The taste, everything is accurate. And she was like, oh, thank you. To come to think of it, that people were like, I cannot handle this all by myself. And here is someone appraising me, someone praising me for this. I really, really appreciate. I'm grateful. Thank you. And it was like, please, I would like to know. What exactly is going on between you and Angst? And she was like, nothing is going on between her and Angst. I and Angst were just friends. Said to think, come to think of it, you guys were lovers, you were ex-lovers, and you're telling me that nothing is between you guys. Said Angst is just someone, it's just a friend. It's just a friend that wants to see me prosper. He wants to see me progress in life. That's just it. It's just there to help me. That is who Angst is. Angst is just a friend to help me. It's just there to help me. That is it. Yeah. So the concluding part of episode 13 is what we're watching right now. And she kept on talking, and he was like, okay, what about his feelings, his intentions for you? And she was like, I don't know about his intentions, but I know about my own. My own is that he is my friend, and I don't have anything to do with him, and I will not have anything to do with him. That is what I can tell you. And he now asked that, okay, I would like to ask you, how well do you trust Debbie? And she was like, Debbie is my friend. Debbie is my friend. She's my friend. I've known her for years. And she's my good friend. I took her like a sister. And he was like, I'm going to ask you again. How well do you know Debbie? And so like, Debbie, I've known her for years. I've known her. She has been a close friend. She's this, she's that. And he was like, never you trust anybody. The way they put themselves to you is not the way they are. Please open your eyes and be wise. Open your eyes and be wise. Be very, very sensitive and be very, very careful. Then Clara was looking at him. I was like, Debbie has been there for me. And he now said, you know the saying that says that get your enemy close and your friend closer. Get to know who you call your friend. Get to know who you call your friend. Get to know her very well. Study her very well, please. And she was like, is there something you need to tell me that you want to say that you're not saying to me? And Kennedy continued eating. I was like, the food is sweet, it's delicious. Then Clara was looking at him. Like, what does he mean by get to know her very well? Study her and know her very well. Yes, because she's blindly following Debbie. Clara is blindly following Debbie. Yeah, and she needs to know the kind of person she has as a friend. She has gotten home. She got to the kitchen to drop the things she brought, and the daughter was like, "Welcome home, mom." And she and her daughter hugged and they spoke, and they were talking. Then the daughter now told her encounter with her father. Then she was like, you mean your dad talked with you? You mean your dad has changed? And she was like, yes, I think dad has changed. And he wants you to help him to speak to Mr. Angst to get a job for him. And she was like, you think your dad has changed? Your dad has not changed. He has calmed down, but he has not changed at all. I know him well. I know him more than you do. I know him more than you do. And she was like, Benny was like, Mom, you're the one that said that we should give people a second chance. And I believe we should give dad a second chance. I know that yes, dad has done a lot to us, but let us give him a second chance. He has changed. And I can see it in him. He was all in tears. He was crying. He was crying and sober. Mom, please, let's give him a second chance. Please, can you talk to Mr. Angst for him to get him a job? And I was like, no, I am not going to do that. I will not do that because if anything should go wrong, it is me that it will affect. And I don't want to put Angst into any trouble. I don't want him to go through any trouble at all. I don't want to destroy Angst in any way. I don't want your father to get to Angst's company and destroy things because if anything should go wrong, it is me Angst will come for and it will destroy my relationship with him. And I don't want that. And the daughter was like, Mom, do it for me, for my sake. And the mother was like, I can do anything for you, but this one, I don't think I can do it. Penny, this one, I don't think I can do it. And I don't think your father has changed at all. He has not changed, and I don't want anything to go wrong with Angst. Angst has been helpful to me. If anything should happen, it's me they will come for first. Please let it just slide like that. Let it rest like that because I am not going to do that. I will not do such. I can do anything else that you will ask of, but this one I am not going to do it. And she walked away from the daughter. Then the daughter was all thinking, I was like, how will I get my mom to talk on my dad's behalf to Mr. Angst right now? Here's the food that she brought from our kitchen. Here's Joe in the room checking his phone. While he was checking his phone, Clara walked in. As Clara walked in, Joe saw her and was like, it's time for me to span into action. Then Clara was like, you spoke with Benny. What did you tell Benny? And he was like, yeah, I just told Benny that if you can help me to talk to Mr. Angst to get a job from him, I don't mind. That I know that yes, I and Angst we've had our differences. It's not that I am against whatever help Angst is rendering to you. And she was like, Then he was like, how was business today? I am talking to you. How was business today? Hope you sold. Hope you had a good day. And she was wondering that what has come over him. Then he was like, I know you won't believe what you're saying right now, but it's the truth. Please, I need you to get a job for me. Just speak to Angst for me to get a job for me. And she was like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? When you lost your job, did you tell me? You didn't tell me. So why should I be the one to look for a job for you right now? Why should I be the one to look for a job for you right now? Come to think of it, you and Hans are not in good terms. So why would I just go to Hans and just tell him that he should get you a job? Won't I look stupid? And he was like, I know that, yes. And it's not that I am against what he has done for you, but it's just that I'm not just happy. I'm not just happy. You know what I'm going through. I'm going through a lot. I lost my job and everything. You don't expect me to just sit down and allow my wife to be doing everything for us. I need to do something for myself also. I need to meet my family need. And he was like, and you didn't deem it fit to tell me when you lost your job. And he was like, how will I look you in the eye and tell you that I have lost my job? Eh? Do you know how it took me? Do you know the pain I went through? Do you know the pain I felt? I didn't want to tell you because I don't want to lose you. And I don't want to scare you away because you don't have job. You don't have something you're doing. And me now coming to tell you that I've lost my job, it will look somehow. And that is why I did not say anything about it. I'm serious, please. Help me to look for job. Help me to talk to Hans. Give Hans a word for me. Please. Please, I know you can help me. I want to be able to give you the life that you ought to live. I want to be there for you as your husband. I want to be there for our daughter. I don't want to be useless. I don't want to be useless. Please, as it is right now, I don't mind anything. Even if it is the bricklaying job that you will give me back, I don't mind. I don't mind, please. And the wife was like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you serious that you have really, really changed? She's falling for him. Falling for his trick, his trap. I just wish she can just denote that this is coming from a pretentious act. He's just pretending to get close to angst and destroy angst. He has evil intention. He has a bad intention. Someone that they've advised him wrongly. And he cannot sit down to think that, this thing I want to do. How, if I do it, won't it affect my wife in a bad way? He didn't think of it that way. And he just felt, okay, he should just go ahead and do it. And the wife too now hugged him and told him that, no worry, I will do something about it. She has promised him that she will do something for him about it. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. If Angst will accept to get him a job and see how everything will play. Yeah, let us just watch. If you've not liked our channel, kindly do so by pressing the like button for us. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do so by pressing the subscribe button for us and press the follow button to follow us more on this our series so that we'll continue to bring more to your view. Thank you. Please, guys, go to the comment section. Flood the comment section with your comments, with your view, your opinion about this episode. What advice would you give Clara right now? Should Clara go ahead and talk to Hans on her husband's behalf, or she should just stay put? Then, what Joe is doing right now, is it the right thing to do? Please go to the comment section and tell me what you feel about it. Till we meet again, it's a bye now.